Hi, my name is Arash from FemMedia. This is my first ever video review, and I have here with me the brand new Samsung X125. The X125 has an AMD Neo K125 processor. It's a single-core processor from AMD. The version that we have has only 1 GB of RAM, although other versions will have 2 or even 3 GB of RAM depending on your location. What makes this netbook special is actually the design. It has a nice white finish to it. It's not glossy. It's very subtle, very classy design. The inside has a glossy finish to it. As you probably can see, here you go. This is a 11.6-inch notebook. Although if you look at the screen, there would have been space for 12.1. I mean, they're not really utilizing the space that well. I'm just going to zoom in on the keyboard so you can see it more clearly. There you go. Well, as you can see, there's space unused, and between the keys there's a lot of space. The feel of this notebook is very high quality. You can actually see and feel that it's very well built. What also makes this notebook a little bit special is the GPU processor. It's the Radeon HD4225, which is slightly more powerful than the ones you will see in Intel notebooks. Let me just show you what this has. I hope the autofocus works. USB port, another USB port, power cable, and your lock. Then we have VGA, 100 megabit. It's not a gigabit, it's a 100 megabit connection. HDMI, another USB, your mic, and your headphone. Oh, and I also forgot to mention the SD slot. Okay. Other than that, you have Wi-Fi, and this baby only weighs 1.4 kilograms. That's approximately 3.1 pounds. It's very light, very small, very thin notebook. Like I had mentioned, the screen is 11.6 inch and it's glossy. And although it's glossy, you can really see that it's high quality. I mean, if you look from the side, you don't have that annoying thing that you have with cheaper screens, that the angle, if your angle is too big or too small, you don't see the screen that well. But with this one you do. And although it's glossy, I did work with it outside, and you know, yes, like all glossy screens, it's not the best friend with the sun. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of reflection, but compared to other glossy screens, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can actually work outside with it, although you just have to be a little bit more aware to put your brightness up. One thing I didn't like is, look, it doesn't go more than this. That's how far it goes, which I wish you could bend a little bit more back. The biggest thing we actually loved about this notebook is its design. It's a build quality, touch and feel, and the weight, 1.4 kilograms. What we really didn't like about this is actually two things. One of it is the heat production. The K125 from AMD produces a lot of heat. You know, we used it for about 2 hours and it reached 65 and above degrees Celsius. The Radeon HD4225 is a little bit more powerful, so if you're a gamer, you're going to enjoy this above, you know, other notebooks and netbooks that have Intel processors. What you're not going to enjoy is 2-hour battery life. I mean, we put brightness on around 50%, Wi-Fi on, and all we did was browse online, internet, and it only lasted 2 hours. Okay, I have here with me my old Asus 1000H netbook. As you can clearly see, it's smaller. It's 10.1 inch rather than 11.6 inch from Samsung. And look at this. I hope you guys can see this clearly. See how thick the Asus looks compared to the Samsung. See that? And of course, the Samsung model is much more powerful, has a much better GPU, and Samsung told us that they're going to release another version with double the battery capacity, so then you would be able to manage 4, maybe even 5 hours, which would make this an excellent notebook. From Fan Media, my name is Oraj, and I hope you enjoyed this video review.